Hello and happy Monday. Hey, it's Monday. It's April 10th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. Today I'm using my Guardian of the Night Tarot. This is my deck. It's published by Hay House. It's also available on my website. And you know, I'm sorry I missed you on Friday. It's been just kind of a really busy few weeks here between the Grimalkin launch and the Life launch, and then dealing with that Instagram impersonator person who is just, I mean, that in itself is a time suck. So I'm sorry I missed you on Friday, but here we are today, and let's talk about the energy that's influencing us. If you are new to my readings, the way I kind of format this is we start off with the influencing energy, then we move on to the situation, and I'll explain all these as we go. And then we have the uninvited house guest. That's the external influence, and we see how their energy comes in and contributes to the situation, and then we wrap it all up with some words of advice. Okay, let's dive in here, see what this week is going to start off like. So the energy that's influencing us today, this is that energy that impacts our mood, our decisions, how we relate with one another. We're looking at here, oh, look at this. We have this energy of the Three of Cups. You know, there's a sense of fun that comes with this card. You can see here, these raccoons are just joining together. There's a sense of enthusiasm. The energy is high in the room here. And you know, the story that goes with this card, and maybe you've already heard this before, but I'm going to share it anyway. So the story that goes with this card is, I had this neighbor who lived across the street from me, this couple, and they were just delightful people. And they would go up to Cullinane Island on the weekends. They had like a little cabin up there. And one weekend they forgot to lock their back door. And we have what we call what we did call, I think the neighbors probably still do call, the raccoon condo, which are these poplar trees that house like a whole family and then some of raccoons. Well, anyway, these raccoons, they went across the street, you know what, through their yard and into my neighbor's unlocked back door, and then they just wreaked havoc in their kitchen. And so when my neighbors came home from Cullinane Island, their whole kitchen, it was destroyed. So that's where the inspiration for this card came from, because I imagine these raccoons just having a blast. They're working together. They're turning the knobs. They're pushing the doors. They're doing things together as a group, and they're feeling just pure joy and fun and just this sense of enthusiasm when it comes to destroying my neighbor's kitchen. So anyway, this is the energy. That's a long way for us to get to this point here. This is the energy that we're working with today. It's that energy of just joining with others, feeling like you're part of a community, feeling like you're accepted and loved and cherished. And when you're working with others and you come together for a plan or a project like a yard sale, or if you have to, you know, clean up the basement or do anything as a group, it's going to feel a whole lot easier. It's going to feel less like a chore and more like a party. So that's what we're working with here for this energy that's influencing us. So we'll see how that plays into the situation. Okay. So the situation at hand. Wow. You know, maybe it's I don't know what's going on. I don't want to say it's me, maybe, but there is something here with this energy and of the Three of Swords that is very sticky. It's not going away. If you've watched the last few readings we've had, this card has showed up regardless of the deck I'm using. So I'm taking note. Okay, so here comes this situation where, and what a contrast. We start off with this joy. We're already feeling like this sense of community. We're feeling good. We're feeling, you know, like this connectedness with this Three of Cups. And then all of a sudden, the Three of Swords walks in. What the fork? We don't want to see the Three of Swords here, but it's here. And this is a situation that has the potential to create perhaps a break or a feeling of betrayal. So, you know, oh God, we move from this place of feeling joy to perhaps looking at this group that we're with and wondering, well, is somebody talking about me behind my back? You know, what's going on here? I feel, you know, I was feeling really connected to you guys, but something is going to arise that is going to have you perhaps questioning, you know, if maybe this group that you're in, this group that you were feeling really excited about, you know, this atmosphere of community, there might be something underlying here where on the surface it looks like everybody's getting along and everybody's having a great time, but something might show up or a situation might come up that illuminates maybe some bad behavior or a betrayal of some sort, or somebody who backstabs, you know, somebody who like likes to put on that face, you know, like, hey, yeah, I'm in with the group, I'm your best friend, kind of thing. And then all of a sudden it's like they do something, they might say something to someone else behind your back, they might criticize you behind your back, and it will come to your attention here with this Three of Swords in this situation. It will come to light that there is someone who's not necessarily being honest with you. So let's see what we have here for, let's see what we have here for the uninvited house guest, and we'll see what happens. You know, this Three of Swords doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say, you know what, see you later, I don't want anything else to do with you. But it can be a signal that there is something wrong within a relationship and somebody isn't being honest with you. And it could lead to heartache, it could lead to a breakup, but it could also perhaps create an opening for learning more and asking questions and figuring out perhaps if there is a motive behind, you know, why is somebody behaving this way? Or, you know, is there a way to pull this relationship back together? This could come in here as not as necessarily an ending, but a signal that something needs to be addressed before it becomes much more difficult to heal from. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have? Who's showing up at this as the uninvited house guest? What do we have coming in for that external influence? Okay, so Temperance is coming in here. So this might be somebody who's able to bring two people together within a group. You know, what this is kind of shaping out here, what this looks like to me, is that there is a fracture within a friend group. There is perhaps some betrayal that's going on. There could be someone who might have hurt feelings, and because of that, they might be lashing out in some way, or they might be trying to create a greater divide within the group. They might be, you know, looking at self-preservation, and the only way they can do that perhaps is by stabbing somebody else in the back. But whoever this is that's coming in, what they're going to do is they're going to mellow out the situation here. They're going to come in and they're going to help perhaps bring back this relationship. They're going to be able to hopefully help people find common ground and why you were friends to begin with. What was it that initially drew you all together? If there's one member in your group that is feeling perhaps left out, they might strike out, they might lash out in some way, and they might do that, you know, in a way that is seen as stabbing someone else in the back or stabbing you in the back. But whoever this is, this temperance energy, whoever they are that's coming in, is they want to bring everybody together, and they want to find perhaps an area of compromise so that you can get back into this feeling of joy and excitement and enthusiasm that comes from being with this group of people who you cherish and adore. And if there's one person who is in a bad spot within this relationship and is looking, maybe they're hurt themselves, and because of that they want to cause pain amongst the group. But whoever this is that's coming in, they're going to help you heal. They're going to help everybody feel okay and in a safe place to express their feelings, perhaps, as well. Like they're going to give space for everyone to communicate equally, so that you can find that thing that you once had, right? That thing that made you friends to begin with. Okay, so let's see what we have here. What is the advice? What advice do these beautiful animals have for us? Okay, Page of Swords here. So, this is a time to speak your truth. Be honest. Sometimes it's hard to be honest. Hold people accountable as well. If they're not being truthful, if they're being jerk faces in a relationship, you might need to stand up and say, hey, that's not fair to the group. It's not right. And you might need to call out other people as well within this group. This is, what I see here is you have this opportunity to lean into this energy of the Three of Cups that's going to strengthen that relationship that you have with others. It's going to make you feel even more committed to your community or this friend group that you have going on. This is a lovely energy to lean into because it's also going to help you with this healing process that you're going to need if there is a member of this group of yours that isn't working from their higher self. If their integrity is falling a little short here because they think it's okay to talk about other members of the group behind their back, or gossip, or do things that create this lack of trust amongst everyone, right? If you have a friend who talks shit about somebody else, you wonder, well, are they talking shit about me too? And that's not what makes for a strong relationship. And so here we have this opportunity to really lean into this energy of the Three of Cups, to feel that joy, to feel that connectedness with a group of people who you cherish and that you find strength from, that you enjoy their company with. And if there's any sort of concern that there's a member who's not being truthful or honest, or treating others fairly here within this group, that needs to be addressed. And you can do that, and you will find healing. There is this opportunity to bring everybody together here. Somebody will come in and they will be the moderator. They will bring this calm energy over the group, and they will help create a space where where everybody has this feeling that they too can contribute their opinions, their views, and you can bring it all together and allow for perhaps the expression of feelings without it becoming overwhelming, where you're able to express yourself without worrying, that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, while at the same time being heard. So I think here with what we have going on, if you have a friend group that you're kind of like, things are kind of falling apart a little bit here and there, you might need to ask yourself if somebody's being honest with everyone, if there is a sense of betrayal, if somebody is kind of, if somebody's cheating on you, or if there's any sort of, backstabbing or gossiping that's causing a break within the relationship. Because right now it could just be a slight fracture. It's not fully broken. There is this time and opportunity to bring everybody back together. This is not an over thing here. If anything, this is just a sign to create a stronger relationship as you heal and move forward. But you have to speak your truth, and you have to hold people accountable for that, and you have to ask them to be honest with themselves and others, and make the changes that will strengthen this group, because you have a lovely community here going on. You have this joy, you have this ability to create this high vibration when you're together. It's not worth losing it. So peace, love, and I'll see you tomorrow.